Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney, coming at you this afternoon from the Wall Street studio. And it's another gray, cold, and rainy day here in the Big Apple. The third day in a row, as a matter of fact. But guess what? I'm feeling fine. Actually, you might say I'm feeling sunny. No, not because I finally got some sleep last night, as I'm sure you can tell. Not because of my high coffee intake. And no, not because of my Mr. Met bobblehead. Let's go Mets. But because I have another big announcement to make. But first, before that announcement, it's about that time. The markets, they're closed. It's after 4 o'clock. Tomorrow's a Friday, and why not have a drink? Right, Mr. Met? It's happy hour in the Big Apple. U.S. stocks trading in a narrow range this Thursday afternoon as investors take in earnings reports and looked for more signals on the timing of a future interest rate hike. Now, first off, stocks struggling for a direction in early trade this morning before holding mostly lower after jobless claims came in at 281,000, slightly above lowered expectations, but an increase from last week. In addition, wholesale trade data coming in slightly higher than expected. That was up 0.3%. And we have to talk about the corporate front today. Mostly the important fact that it's the first full session of the second quarter earnings season, and Alcoa, the former Dow component, kicked it off by reporting an adjusted quarterly profit of 28 cents per share, 2 cents above expectations. However, revenue was still below forecast. And with gold futures down $8.80 on the day, the dollar up about 1% on the session, and crude oil prices closing just under 0.75% higher at $50.79 a barrel, recovering from a 6.6% slide yesterday, then you have yourself a session where decliners, they were a step ahead of advancers over at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's now take a look to see how the markets are shaping up to close out the session. And in corporate news, shares of General Electric jumping on news that the company may sell most, if not all, of its real estate holdings, which are worth about $30 billion total. And for more corporate news, check out the earlier Market Movers report for the day. And that now segues into the big announcement. And without further ado, here it is. And no, it's not Mr. Met. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. All right, guys, I made a promise that I'm going to have an announcement today, right? And the announcement is pretty big. So, do you want to know what it is? Or who it is?
What?
Come on. See, that's the announcement. We have a new team member. Her name is Sarah, and she speaks English and French. So that's the big announcement. Welcome to the team.
Thank you for having me.